Hello once again, witchy people. It is day 7 of the October YouTube Pagan vlog challenge, and today's word is darkness. Now, before I go on to talk about darkness, I want to talk about other people. Since Brittany started this challenge, I've noticed that some people have challenged themselves in other ways, from appearing on camera with no makeup on, to recording a video directly after a beloved pet has passed away. And I thought it was amazing that people all over are facing these challenges head on, facing their fears maybe. And it made me feel a little bit ashamed, because I am a bit of a coward. I don't like to face my fears. And that's where we come to darkness. And no, I'm not afraid of the dark. Quite the opposite. I absolutely love the darkness. I like the comfort of it. It's like a midnight hug. You're enveloped in darkness, and it's like a hug. It's safety and anonymity. It is comfort. Now, when I was very little, I'm pretty sure I was afraid of the dark, until it was one bonfire night, one Guy Fawkes night, when I must have been about 5 or 6 years old, maybe slightly younger, but probably about 5. And we had a firework party in the garden, and we were outside with our sparklers in the dark, and I realised very suddenly that there's nothing to be afraid of the dark when you were in the dark. I really liked it, because your senses come alive. You things smell differently at night, especially when you have those autumn evenings and those winter evenings where it gets darker sooner. And the smell is amazing, and sound travels so well, and things sound differently in the dark at night. So I realised that there was nothing to be afraid of, and I loved the dark. Now, for the past 17, 18 years, I have become incredibly agoraphobic, and I have not left my house alone for well over a year and a half. And yes, that makes me a coward, but with everyone else giving themselves challenges, I thought to myself, if I like the darkness that much, if it comforts me that much, then this must be the challenge that I should face. And like I said, for the first time in well over a year and a half, I left my house alone. Not totally alone, I had the dog with me. And I recorded it. Now, the odd thing is about that is that I started off and I started recording, but then when I started walking, I was so nervous about being outside on my own, even though it was dark, that I forgot to talk. So I will upload parts of the video, and then I'll talk a bit more about darkness and Yes, but I thought if other people can challenge themselves, then so can I. It's very, very late. But inspired by people that are doing things they're not necessarily comfortable with. This is my house. This is outside my house. I have not been outside alone for over a year and a half. So I'm not going to keep the camera this way. I'm going to turn it round and walk the dog. Okay. Oh, here we go. You don't want to see this probably. See, there's my house. Darkness. Oh, crikey. Another song in my head. Luckily, don't sniff that. I don't even want to know what it is. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I'm trying to stay quiet. More than that, I mean, we'll have a wobbly camera because I do have a limp. But I have not got my stick. He is going to appear every single lamppost. And someone once said to me, if you go out at night, don't be afraid. It's supposed to be if you go out into a forest, don't be afraid. But if you go out at night, don't be afraid, because you're a witch. And if you ain't the biggest, baddest thing out here, then you got no right to call yourself a witch. Barkley. Come on. Now what's this? Look. What a name for a road. So there you go. I did it. I went outside. I'm actually quite excited with myself. It's been so, like I said, it's been about a year and a half since I've been outside on my own. So, but, oh dear. So yes, very, very pleased. But I only did it because it was dark and I like the darkness. Okay, that's it. So there is my little adventure. So let's get back to talking about darkness. I just wanted to share that. Anyway, so apart from the whole concept of actual physical darkness, there is that darker side of thing, the darkness within something. And I think most people are quite drawn to darkness because it's quite seductive. Darkness is very seductive, and it's also very mysterious, and we are generally quite curious creatures, so I think that is what makes us we're curious about the mystery. We're curious about what we don't quite understand or don't quite see. So it's always nice to have that little bit of darkness. Obviously, not everyone does, but it is that seductiveness, that mystery, that just draws you in. And especially if you have those feelings I do where darkness is comforting, and it's almost like a friend. To have that seductiveness and the mystery as well, it's definitely something amazing, something Because it's the dark side of nature, the dark side of anything is it's very alluring. It's draws you in. It's very seductive. There you go. I'm going to be quiet now. That's all I wanted to say. I'll leave a link to the Sound of Silence, the video I like and the song I like, because that's the song that's in my head. I'm going to go now. Thank you for watching again, witchy people. I'll be back very, very soon. Bye for now.